At Mora, the Elder Wood, the land of truth. If only there were a way to peer back in time and witness the naming ceremony of Eidestag once lost. I believe if I knew why he was named thus, I could understand much more of the man that lies beneath the runes. The Arcturian Heresy, Songs of the Return, Volumes 2, 7, 19, 24, Rithlov the Righteous, even the ever-so-trashy pocket guide to the Empire. It is all here, although the thread is loosely woven one. Eidestag is living in fear of Hermaeus Mora, otherwise known as Hermamora, Demon of Knowledge, the Woodland Man. It would also confirm why he has been shaken. The mention of Hermaeus Mora by Septimus Idiot was a bad omen, but to then be attacked by creatures unnatural to Skyrim rising from the depths of the Ghost Sea immediately following, that is no coincidence. It simply cannot be. And even more uncanny is the creature's striking resemblance to the tribal images of the Woodland Man. He bears the marks on his very skin. So then, why Solstein? This vile black book, so thoughtfully provided to me by Twist, would suggest that Solstein is a sort of nexus for Hermaeus Mora's power. Nelos remarked upon both the relevance of shrines and black books on the island, and judging by the dark sigil on the cover, I need not browse its pages to identify the author. The fool is going to confront the Woodland Man. It would be folly for Vivek himself. The boy is foolish and unprepared. The dragons are horrifying, but this explains the black mist enveloping everything. This is the dark threat that Nestrin has been trying to tell to me. If the boy gets himself killed now, we are all doomed. Could all of this be one great conspiracy, or simply a confluence of events set in motion by the Locan particles? Hermaeus Mora, Alduin, and the Eye of Magnus? So many concurrent threads would explain why there must be so many of us to combat them. But could this damnable orb be an elaborate device to distract me from the battle? I must redouble my efforts to help the boy, but I must also be methodical in my tactics. If the staff will neutralize the eye, then I must obtain it at all costs. I must also find what lies within that infernal box. If Septimus is truly a tool of Hermaeus Mora, then what lies within will be an item of interest to us all. Welcome, dear viewers, to CouchWarrior TV on YouTube. I'm the CouchWarrior, and you are watching Barbarian. Well, welcome back to the story, everyone. It is wonderful to be doing a Saturday live stream to catch some of you guys who can't catch some of the other streams on Tuesday nights. So welcome one and all. I think we can all look forward to a rather lengthy one today. We have some material we need to cover for the sake of the story, but we're also going to do it. We're going to do it in a what I would consider to be extreme roleplay way. We're going to get into some details today as we get into some really heavy dungeon crawling. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I've got an idea in mind for where I'd like us to be by the end of the day, but we'll just see how it goes. All right, we can examine this book. This book, the tome, contains the attempts of a deceased scholar to translate the dragon language. Okay. Interesting. Although I think the buffoon was on the wrong track. All right, gentlemen. It's time
there are few places where one can
for us to find
without fear of persecution.
We must find Rebel.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Interesting. Has anyone else noticed that the man has two different colors of eyes? What does that signify exactly?
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim.
And it's Colette. They look like they could be sisters to me. Hello, Mirabelle.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Do you now? I couldn't agree more. I believe that what this college needs is a researcher in charge. Mirabelle.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Yes. Listen, have you heard of the Ogre of Dunlane?
That's nothing you need to concern yourself with.
I would disagree with you heartily. I need to find this Ogre, and I don't know that it's your position to stop me from doing it. You can either share or not. I'll get the information one way or another.
Very well. It's not something often discussed, as it might be misunderstood by the locals. The Ogre is down in the midden, below the college. I don't recommend going down there unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yes. Oh, it's necessary, all right. Come, my friend. We are going spelunking, as it were. Come, Mr. Whack, it is time. The adventure is afoot.
There are few places where one can pursue.
Oh, do be quiet, you infernal man. Too much chit-chat. Not enough action. All right, the midden. My understanding is the midden is below.
We could learn something here.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are off limits.
And?
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
Yes. Pretty hard to improve upon her, don't you think? Anyways, come. All right.
What is it?
I suggest we start over here in one of the towers. We'll go down to the lowest levels and see if there is access to the midden. The midden. Oh, that sounds, delicious, does it not? Where does this go? Yeah, look at that. All right, my friend, be on your toes. Who knows what manner of creatures live down here? Could be utterly ridiculous. All right. Yeah, look at that. You heard that, right? Wasn't just me. Oh, this is a delight. Look at this. How nice. What have we here? Ah, another entrance. We shall have to explore that later. There's another way in or out. Would be good to know, don't you think? All right, Mr. Whack, it is time to get your battle hop in motion. I see it. Look at... Oh, look at that. Goodness. If only. I try to do that, and it doesn't work. I just can't... I can't battle hop. Okay. Ah, this doesn't look good, does it? Someone held captive, tortured in the midden. Chains, chair. The whole thing, eh? Some unfortunate bastard. Excuse me, good man, thank you. Probably this bastard right here. Imagine that. Strapped to a chair and tortured within an inch of your life. Gods. All right, well, we have wildlife down here. Perhaps not wildlife. Perhaps, I don't know, raves are undead, aren't they not? Or do we simply call it a rave because we can't explain what it is? Ah, Iskasa. What are you shooting at? Where is it? Call it out if you see it. Where is it, men? Where is it? I'll flush it out. Is it hiding? Mr. Whack, where are you? Well, it wouldn't be a CouchWarrior story if we weren't glitching in the first 5 minutes, would it? Interesting. Really nice. How's it going in there, Mr. Whack? However did you get into the ice?
That was obliteration.
Yes, that was foolishness is what that was. All right, Mr. Whack, I assume you're outside the boundaries of our map here. Oh, there he is. Excellent, come. Well, look at that. It's way down here. What were you shooting at, eh? Ghosts? Or are you such a good archer you can shoot through the walls? Maybe that's it, eh? Well, look at this. Oh, this is most intriguing, eh? Look at that. Look at, there is a compartment here, as if a place to put ingredients of some sort. And a pedestal. What do you suppose this is all about? Hello, Ruby. Necromancer's Moon. A note of forewarning to the Order of the Black Worm. Brothers and sisters of the Worm, despair not at the trials we now face, for the time comes swiftly. The God of Worms watches over our order, and will deliver us from these troubled times on the day of reckoning. Until then, perform his works in secret, serve his needs, and look to the skies for his signs. Oh, really? I shall take that. This. Ah, look at this. It reads like instructions. Living scattered and lost in my travels around Skyrim. Oh, yeah. Mention nothing of the faculty. Mention nothing to the faculty, but ask your fellow pupils about a place called the Midden. You will find a forge there. I fear a number of my notes are missing. Okay. Ah, it is as I suspected. Fire thoughts plus a ruby equals Flametronok. What do you say we try it? Huh? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I say. All right. So, let us see. Ruby and fire thoughts. All right. Now, before I pull this lever, does anyone care to stand on the pedestal and see what happens? I thought not. Come. Oh, yes. Look at that. And it is hostile. Everyone, look out. Wow, that was something, yeah? Goodness. Well, that is hardly useful, is it? Something of a joke, really. And what is this? There are ever so many contraptions down here. Look at this. It is open to the sky.
You want to talk?
No, actually, I want you to get out of the way as I'm examining this device. I think it could be a device for maybe, I don't know, charging soul gems, perhaps. I don't know. Anyways, look out. Listen, my little purple friend. I need to get through here. Thank you. All right. Let's find this damn auger. All right. Look at these nice little homey touches. Yes. Look at that. Very much like the woodland man, doesn't it? I'm sorry. Mr. Inigo, you haven't had the pleasure of meeting the woodland man, have you? As the rest of us had. It's been quite exciting, really. Ah, crafty bastard. There you go. Oh, it is locked. Ah, excellent shot. I'll take that. All right. Come, everyone. Everyone. All right. Oh, this is pleasant. Look. Surely signs of necromancy, eh? Shit. Do him in, Mr. Whack. Come on. Got it. Do you think we could possibly all fight on top of one another? Wouldn't that be great? Oh, look at that. Everyone, there's a chest. Well, before I go jumping into a mighty hole, let's see where this goes, eh? All right, we have a choice. Let's see, I have a blue cat and I have a purple manservant. Which way shall we go? Left or right? Shall I spit? Let's go this way. Oh, you hear it, don't you? Of course you do. Good day. Hello. Excellent work. What's this? Don't believe I have that book. Some stale bread if anyone wants it. A pit of bones. This place is positively charming. Okay, come on. Oh, look at this now. Oh, what's this? More arcane devices. Fire souls. Ice raised teeth. Canis root. What do you suppose it is? It looks menacing, right? Shake the hand, Mr. Inigo. Come, shake it, be brave. Come, try it out. See what happens, huh? All right, fine. And we are sacrificing goats. All kinds of fun things down here. Oh, I like it. That is the problem with necromancy. If you're practicing in necromancy, there's absolutely no hiding it. It is a messy business. Messy indeed. What? Yes, oh, spiders! Ah, you got this one? Allow me.
Are all dead.
I would say so. How frustrating for these vermin. Do you think they are actually of a size where they can still get out? Can you imagine being dropped into a bottle as a baby, only to grow up and find that you're too large to escape? Gods. That is the very definition of misery, don't you think? What's in here? Lavender. Rather dry lavender, but fine. Lavender is lavender, Mr. Whack, right? That's what we always say. Do we always say that? I don't think so. Ah, it's getting drafty. Oh, wait, look. Ah, there is the ice bridge, which means somewhere near here there is a chest waiting to be opened. It is probably up here where I can't reach. I'll have to get to it from above, unless I can get up this way. I'm considerably more spry than I used to be. Come on now. Up, there you go. Oh, look at it. It's enticing me. Oh, come. I can't make that jump, can I? All right, men, I'm going to endeavor not to scrape my shins on the rocks over here. Feel free to catch me should I fall. I'm sure you will. How could you not? Oh, God, I'm so close. I'm so close. Come. Oh, yes, I done it. Try that. Where'd you go? Hey, look at me. I did. Oh, shit, I'm going to fall. Enough showboating. Oh, shit. There's nothing in there. And I think I have to come down anyway. Let's see. Oh, slippery. Very slippery. Ah, shed a tear for my athleticism and your lack of ingenuity. You're gonna have to take the long way, men. I'll see you later. All right. Well, that's a dead end. That goes out to the great beyond. So, somewhere here, there is a door. Perhaps I should have taken the left. Oh, it's you. You're quick. Now, back through here. All right. So, you remember that left and right decision that you gentlemen were all so helpful in? Well, we should have taken a left, I believe. Ah, more choices. Or maybe not. All right.
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter.
Well, that's a happy thought. Well, look at you. You must be the augur of Dunlane, eh?
I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek.
What a wonderfully cryptic answer to my simple question. Are you the augur of Dunlane? I am that which you seek. Of course you are. I am down here, am I not? I was told to find you, and here I am.
Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late.
Well, that's great. A conversation with an ethereal contrarian. What Thalmor are you talking about, eh?
The one who calls himself Ancano.
Really?
He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need.
Truly. What exactly is it that I need?
You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your archmage.
Well, that was interesting. It does support my research, which indicates there is a staff of some sort called the Staff of Magnus. How delightful. So, I guess we go talk to Savos again. Savos Aaron, I can't decide if this man is qualified to run the college or not. He seems Have you noticed? For someone who is an archmage, he seems removed, detached, aloof. Uninvolved, as it were. Alright, Savos Erin. So we tell him we've discovered the Augur. The Augur has confirmed the existence of a staff which could aid in our mission, which is to understand and hopefully control the Eye of Magnus, correct? Am I putting all these pieces together correctly, gentlemen? That's how I interpret this. Alright, this is the way in which we entered. And whatever is this? Oh, look at this, how quaint. Yeah, this is a find. Look at that. This could come in quite handy. And where does this go then? Ah, horse feathers. I can't get in. I tell you what. If I were Archmage, I would demand keys for everything. Do you suppose Savos Erin can get in that door? Or the one we found down below? I question that. I question whether he even knows this stuff exists. For all I know, there could be a veritable city beneath the Mage College, and he would be unaware. All right, come. Let's get this done. Are you two shacking up for the night? Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Oh, it's a threesome. Oh, to be young. All right, Savos Erin. Where would he be this time of evening, huh? Probably in his chambers, wishing to be undisturbed. So, what shall we do? Disturb him. Look at that thing. It is beyond majestic, is it not? I'm not sure what to make of it. It's quite remarkable. You know, I have been thinking. Mr. Once Lost, he has the ability to read runes. And if I had to bet all of my money, I would bet it on the fact that he can read these black books as well. Do you suppose if Eitestag were to look at that orb, he could read the inscriptions on it? Is there something innate to his ability to read esoteric languages that could give him a shot at it? We've established that this is an arcane language of some sort, but it is not
Please
Daedric.
don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Oh, do shut up, woman. Can't concentrate. Always being reprimanded. That would be fascinating, would it not? Give that a think, Mr. Inigo. Hmm? Give it a think.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves.
Who's to know?
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Listen, I have some important information for you. I suggest you listen to me for a moment, if you can spare the time.
Really? And what might that be?
I'm sorry, did I rub you the wrong way? We need to find the Staff of Magnus.
I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it.
It's connected to the orb in some way.
And how do you know of this?
Because I'm doing legwork unlike anyone else. I spoke to the Augur of Dunlane.
Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the Staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this.
Well, I'm sure you mean me, don't you?
I certainly do.
Of course.
Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
A circlet. Thank you so much. A fucking circlet. Can you believe it? And I have to talk to this Mirabelle again. She's insufferable. Worse even than me. Ugh. I thought you'd be more enthusiastic about it. Enthusiastic. We're in a crisis here. It is a crisis that is obviously important. We should be all hands on deck. Of course I'm not enthusiastic about the idea. I'm doing it myself.
Locating the staff.
Well, I'd have to find her first. Mirabelle. Let's see. Where would there be a collection of mages that she could be reprimanding and berating? If I could find them, I shall find her. Let's see. Should like to put some sort of magical tracking device on these people. Well, look who it is. Care for a game of backgammon? Listen to me. Where are you going? I need to speak with you. That is rude.
If there are any problems, let me know.
Yes, I have a problem. I'm trying to speak to
Day-to-day
you.
operations are my responsibility, which means if you become a problem, you get sent to me.
Well, I'm not a problem. I am the solution to your many problems. Do you know anything about the Staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question.
No, it
Why in
isn't.
the world would you be asking?
Because I'm working, woman. I seem to be the only one around here who gives a shit. All right, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little overexcited. I have a lot on my mind, all right? Listen, the staff may be connected to the Eye of Magnus. Staff of Magnus? Eye of Magnus? I don't know. I'm drawing conclusions, I guess.
The Eye of Magnus?
Yes!
I can appreciate that this thing, this orb, it's very impressive, very unique, and definitely worth studying. But let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance beyond what we're certain of.
Oh, God. I am very certain of my research. All right? Listen. The Augur himself referred to it as the Eye of Magnus, not me.
The Augur. Just what have you gotten yourself involved in? Whatever is going on, whatever you're up to, be very careful.
So the staff, come on.
Well, it's said to be very powerful. Has the capacity to store an incredible amount of magical power, as the story goes. But it's more myth than anything at this point. I've no doubt that it actually exists, but no one has seen it in, what, decades? Longer? I'm not sure. The only time I've heard it mentioned was when those Synod characters showed up some months ago looking for it.
The Synod? Here?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil.
I know who they are.
They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
All right. So, no one knows the staff's location is what you're telling me.
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mzulft, but that's all I remember. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mzulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Oh, gods. Gods. Mr. Inigo, please, hold me back. Restrain me. I have never seen such complete incompetence in my entire life. We have in our possession the Eye of Magnus. And mages from an outside guild come traipsing in, suddenly asking questions about the Staff of Magnus, and we say nothing. We simply let them wander off into Skyrim and look wherever they may. They do not belong here. They belong in Cyrodiil. If the Synod comes here looking for shit, we should be accompanying them, or we should be saying no, or, better yet, we should be taxing the living shit out of them. Oh, this is unconscionable. If I were in charge of this place, I would fire Mirabelle Irvine and half of the staff right away. Ugh. She is qualified to run a backwoods sawmill and nothing else. Certainly not being in charge of the students here. All right. This is absolutely incredible. I can't believe it. We must set out. But I must get some rest. All right. We get some rest and we head out in the morning. Mr. Wack, I haven't the words for this level of incompetence. It's absolutely mind-blowing. I'm exhausted. All right, good man, I'm going to lay down. Would you mind pulling off my boots? I'm glad you said no to that. If you had said yes, I would have thought you a pushover. You clearly are not a pushover. All right. Oh, you guys are up early. Having some breakfast already, I see. That's a great idea. Although, I seem to be fresh out of food. Hang on. I have it on good authority. There's some upstairs.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften.
Oh, yes, the
Might
Dawn
consider
Guard.
joining up myself.
Yes. Oh, a sweet roll. How nice. And some wine. Is that a nutritious breakfast, gentlemen? What's all this? Ah. Methods of implementing more advanced enchantments. Really? Fascinating. What is this book all about? Ah! A catalog of Tamrielic flora and fauna. Interesting. Sacrifice a flawless gem to make new enchantments. No, thank you. I'm just going to have a look here. Okay. I believe I've taken care of everything I can at this point. All right. Well, I hope you are ready. We have an epic expedition ahead of us, gentlemen. And I'm going to need you to be on your A game, especially you, little purple man. You understand, right? All right, we are going into town. We are going to pick up Cyril at the inn. And we are going to make our way back to the Carpathian, where we are going to pick up some gear.
What now?
Oh, let it go. The man is positively crotchety. All right. Let us away. God, it's windy up here. Careful you don't get blown off the ledge. That is quite a drop, I would say. Quite a drop indeed.
We are out where the air is rare.
All right, let's pick up our wayward archer and be on our way. Ah, God. I am a quick son of a bitch.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Cyril. Ah, there you are.
What do you need, my friend?
Do you fancy an adventure?
Good morning.
What do you say?
Lead the way.
I imagine you've been around here living the high life while we've been up studying our asses off, eh?
The mages don't let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there.
If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Yeah.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact. Let's sate that appetite, huh?
I just need some things that will travel well, good man. How about some bread, some cooked beef? Let's see. Things that are already cooked are good, right? They keep for a while, and that looks delicious. A young man, a Bothma fellow, turned me on to these crustatas. Oh my God, they're good. A meat pie. Interesting. I'll try that. Oh, the snowberry one. This is his favorite. I shall take that. Okay. That looks good. Now, sir, I would like you to refill my water skin before I leave town.
Of course.
Thank you. Is this melted snow, or is it legitimate water? Like out of a stream, or a pumped well, or something like that?
All right, then.
I shouldn't ask questions like that. I might get answers.
Unless you're
Come,
bringing
everyone.
me another round, you can just keep walking.
Well, notice I'm walking, sir. All right, team. Let us go. All right, it is brisk out today. You know what they say? The clearer the sky, the colder the temperature. Indeed. All right, be prepared. As we know, there is all manner of foolishness on the roads in Skyrim. All manner. It is ever so much fun. Come. Perhaps it is distracted. Where is it? I would be careful, sir. There is a bear about. I've heard it. So, how are things, Cyril? Stoic as ever, I see. How nice. All right. I have been giving this some thought. It has become very clear to me that the college seems to possess all the tools I need to conduct my research.
Some are saying the Sijic monks have been seen in Skyrim. They're an ancient order.
It's a myth, it didn't actually happen. So... if I play my cards right... hang on. If I play my cards right... I may be able to take control of that organization. Can you imagine? Ah! I magnetized you, Mr. Whack! Shit! Like a plague. Old friend. I hate these things. They're wily. Archers, please! Alright, that was harrowing. Thank you everyone for your efforts. Although I would say we should be able to dispatch creatures like that much more quickly in the future. Let us try to act more decisively if we could next time. That would be wonderful. And speaking of decisive action, can you imagine if I was able to take over the Mage College? I would literally convert the entire organization. To focus on research with that sort of power and those resources. Imagine what could be accomplished. Right now, the organization is rudderless. Everybody's working on their own pet projects. Imagine everyone pulling on the same end of the rope, so to speak. Now that would be something. In effect, it does make a case for me doing all these things on my own, but I suspect that Savos Aaron is not going to be an easy man to unseat, and I think that he is perhaps younger than I am. Although now, it doesn't look like it, does it? That's right. Oh, I cut a dashing figure myself, too. But that is because of the lock-on particles. It strikes me as odd that the entire province is in crisis, and everyone there is trying to work on their own special projects. They don't seem the least bit concerned about what's going on.
Need something?
Which says to me they don't understand the bigger picture. And if they don't understand the bigger picture, I fear for Skyrim. Honestly, I fear for Tamriel. Is not the Mage College one of the premier learning institutions for magic in all of Tamriel? And we have in our possession this obviously powerful object, and no one seems the least bit concerned to get up off their asses and get out into the world and figure out what's happening. Well, I believe I shall be the one to do something about that, if given the chance. But first, we must find this stuff. That is next on the agenda. And I must find these blood samples. I don't wish to kill anyone in cold blood, obviously. But I need to finish getting these samples. It is the only way to unlock that box and get the object within. And if I am correct, an Itastog has a gift for the esoteric. There might be something in there that he can help with. Unbeknownst to him, absolutely. Yeah, look at this. Come, men. Let's see what we can do about this, huh? Theral, if you'd like to get involved, that would be great as well. Oh yes, Theral's involved. When it dies quickly, that is when you know Theral has gotten involved, eh? Ah. Archers, have at it. Get it done. Well, look at that. Well done, everyone. All right. Mr. Inigo. And Mr. Whack, your attention, please. When we get back to the inn, to the Institute...
Mr. Dragonfly thinks I look fantastic at the moment. Mr. Dragonfly is very observant.
Mr. Dragonfly is wise beyond measure. You do look great, I have to say. But what I was going to say is that when we get back to the Institute, it is time to load up the adventure wagon. I want you to get started right away. We are going to need all the standard gear, plus some firewood, plenty of food, and we are going to head out. But we need to gear up. I have no idea what's going to be inside this place, but I want to make sure that whatever is there, we are prepared to carry it all out if necessary. Absolutely. God, getting hot. That's better. Mr. Whack. Mr. Whack, mind your manners, please. All right? Don't molest the chickens. That goes for the goose as well. Yes, yes, yes. Pretend you don't hear what I'm saying. You have sharp ears.
I swear that woman Ari doesn't appreciate all the work I do for her damn mill.
Oh, I've heard this one before. Watch out, Levi.
I find it rather disturbing that the college let the Thinard come into our province and simply wander off into the wilderness, gathering up whatever artifacts they care to lay their hands on. And what are they going to do with those objects, right?
What a bad memory.
I can understand. So, you have a bad memory associated with wolves, is that it? Remind me to ask you about that again someday, but not now. If it were up to me, I would not allow the Synod to come and wander around our territory, period. But the least we could do is charge them a significant tax for doing so, and send some of our mages with them to monitor what they're doing. It would be as if I went into Bruma, for example, and started noodling around and fishing around for mighty artifacts and bringing them back here. Would they not object to that? Of course they would. What an absolutely incompetent thing to do. But who am I? I'm just a humble student. All right, gentlemen. You start loading the wagon. Ah. I thought I had a harness. Imagine that. Really? Start loading the wagon if you would. Settle. You're going to stay with me. You. It would seem you're going to stay with me as well, huh? Good enough. You? Will you listen to me? Will anyone?
Skyrim is a big and often confusing place. We are bound to lose each other from time to time. Never fear. That map you have is special.
Indeed. How is that?
Let me show you. My brother once found one just like it on the remains of some poor old adventurer in Citadel. It does not only mark locations, it can also show the position of items and people too. Watch this. Where are you, Inigo? There! See? I have placed myself on your map. If we find ourselves separated, all you need to do is look me up. Pretty fantastic, eh?
Yes, as a matter of fact. That is beyond fantastic. That is remarkable, if I'm being honest. So, yes, that's great.
No problem. I am always happy to help.
This is true. Listen, you concentrate on loading the wagon. You will miss me. Well, that's nice. I will miss you too. All right, Cyril. If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Whack is being belligerent right now.
Go on ahead.
Yes, just help him load the wagon. You've already got a good start, please.
How can I help?
Yes, Mr. Voltona. Do we have any money? I could use it.
Yes, thanks to you. Here's your cut.
Excellent. Have you fired that bard yet? Ugh. I'm gonna have to take more decisive action. She is an awful singer. Absolutely atrocious. Let's see. What do we need for gear, Mr. Whack? Anything special? Anything you can think of? Are we good? What have you got? Will you allow me to look in your backpack? Master, yes. Yes, I love that. Oh, that's great. Look at you. You've got arrows, you've got plates, you've got ruined books, you've got wooden bows. You are set to go. All right. Let's see. I require some soul gems. This and this and this. Specifically. Let's see. The sword. Have to deal with it. That should do. Well, hopefully they've got the place, the thing loaded, the cart. Hang on. Hello there, how are you today?
Are you hungry for something?
Yes, I'm wondering if you could cook me a meal for the road.
Fire will prepare for you a fine dish.
Thank you. Excellent. Oh, that smells delicious. Thank you very much.
He seems to be very fond of
All right, let's go, Mr. Whack.
I have my eyes set on Jude.
I have to see if I can find that infernal harness. We're going to get Folly hooked up. Perhaps I put it on the cart. It sounds like something I do. Are we loaded? All right. See, we've got 10th. I really do not have a harness. Interesting. Why would that be, do you suppose? Oh, model. You are a silly man. Let's see, what's in the big chest? That's all firewood. Are you sure 17 pieces of firewood is going to be enough? I don't know. Let's see. Crafting materials. Leather. Let's take a few of these. I honestly don't know how much I need to craft this thing. If I take it all, and some... Well, I don't need the strips. If I have to make strips, I shall make them myself. Okay. Alright. If you wouldn't mind, load some more firewood. I don't think that's enough. Who knows how long we're going to be gone. Alright, Mr. Whack. Let us see here. What can we make? Where is the harness? Drat. I believe I've forgotten how to make it. Somewhere here I have an instruction book on how to do so. Let's see. What do we have? Is it this one? Let's see. All right. Does that help? Of course it does. Okay. All right, let's try this. See if I can make it. Can I? Harness. 30 leather strips. And 2 steel ingots. Do you suppose I have that? No, I have iron and corundum. Interesting. We need more things, Mr. Whack. Nothing in there I have stashed. Oh, excellent. You actually followed my instructions. How nice. Listen, I need to run to Windhelm quick and pick up some things. All right? I shall be back directly. All right. Where am I thinking of going here? This way.
Lord Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Hello, sir.
Need some metal hammered?
Absolutely not.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Actually, neither one of those things. I would suggest that when talking to people about their needs, you refrain from making assumptions. What do you say? I shall buy these. You know what? I'm going to buy these as well. What do you say? I'm assuming that I can expense all of this to the college eventually. I shall have to fill out expense reports.
Come see me.
Alright, let's see what we've got here. Now, let's see. The harness. Okay, I need to make some strips. That is fine. We can do that. Let's do it.
Oh, I want to take my time with it.
Alright.
Can I help with it? Maybe just the Cura?
This is more delicate work than you're used to.
I did engraved piece this last month.
This is the Royal Armor Line. Maybe in a few years.
Alright. We have the harness. Come, my little purple friend. In fact, why don't you carry the rest of this crap? What do you say? Are you game? Look at you. Uh-huh.
Yes.
You are a fine man. I have to say, I can always count on you, Mr. Whack. Always, always. Listen, not all of this is shiny. I apologize. But this ingot here, that's pretty shiny. I bet you could buff it up real nice, if you want. Okay. We ready? Come. Let's head back. The League of Prodigious Illumination needs to hit the road. It's getting late. All right. Shall we? There she is, Folly. Look at you, ready to go, are you? What do you say? Right. Feed. You are welcome. Now, don't eat too much of that canis root. It can be something of a numbing agent. You don't want a numb horse. What's in your sack, Folly? Well, you have a harness. Shall we look? Let's see if we can get you hooked up, eh? All right. Come. I did that. Let's... All right. Oh, come on. What is going on? Why is this not working? This is perplexing, eh? You have a harness. Okay. I'm taking it from you. All right. Let's put the harness back in. And let's see what happens. Ah. Ah. What a good horse. Come on, girl. Alright. Off we go. Now. Now it shall work. I can feel it. Go. No. Why is that not working? Very well. I am frustrated. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do right now is take a little break while I figure out how to get the horse hooked up. I play tested it yesterday and it worked beautifully. It is not working now, so we're going to take a little break while I figure that out and then grab myself something to drink. So do that yourself. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right? Bye-bye. All right, everyone. I apologize for heading out so late. I know you've all worked hard all day long to get us ready. That includes myself, but there is no time to waste. We have a group of rogue mages from the Synod who are running around Skyrim looking to pilfer items. We can't allow that to happen, so we must move quickly, you understand? All right? And in order to get this cart working properly, I had to actually put the harness in horse inventory on the cart, not the horse itself. Sometimes I am a cotton-headed ninny-monger. That is how it goes. Everyone, let's go. I shall drive the cart, as is my way, for I am authority on cart driving. And you keep the bows at the ready. Settle? Thank you. If you wouldn't mind. Oh, it reminds me of the good old days when Mr. Settle used to sit up there. However, you're much more pleasant to look at than he was, I would say. All right. So, my friends, when we get there, we're going to find a place to secure the cart, and then we have to make our way in, but we are going to take gear inside with us. I believe that this ruin could be very vast indeed. So we must bring in enough equipment so that we can set up an internal campsite if we must, an intermediary campsite as it were. We'll need a base to work from. Goth. Hang on. Ugh, we haven't the time. I've begun to feel as though eliminating these Lorcan-infected people, the ones who are dangerous anyway, as onesies and twosies, is not a good use of my time. It's simply not efficient, especially when what we're doing could change the lot of many people. Giving up the one for the many, as it were. If I had more time, I would read you all a story, but we're not that far from our final destination. Mind the rocks now. Gods. I would hate to break a hip just riding in a cart. Do keep up, gentlemen. Inigo, if you could take care of that, please.
I'm getting out of here. Never should have come here. Cleared out.
Hello, sir. I see you are standing there again. That must be a favorite spot of yours, eh? The man is strange beyond description. All right, Cyril. Up here on the right-hand side, I think you'll find a flat area where we can park this adventure wagon. Yes, this will be good. Right. Everyone, disembark. Well, model disembark. I get a ride because of my old bones and all that, yes. Okay, we need some gear. All right, Mr. Whack, are you ready? This is your favorite thing to do, carry things. Let's get you sorted, shall we? All right. So, We're going to need the bedrolls. Okay. We're going to need the cooking pot. We're going to need... what? Let's see. Let's take these standing torches. And we shall take some torch oil. What say you? Say 12. Excellent. Enchanting supplies. We're going to need that. Lanterns I already have. Should we bring a skooma barrel? Compliments of Mr. Graves. Look at that. It is a scary emblem. No, we don't need that. Anything else? I am tempted to bring a portable chest in case we have things we need to stash, but I think that will be excessive. Okay? Alright, Mr. Wack. Here you go. Absolutely. Archers, could you take care of that bear for me? I'm completely tied up at the moment. Take that. Alright. Cooking pot. Torches. Oil. I shall take the, enchanting supplies. Theo. Right. And, let's see. Firewood. I don't anticipate being in there more than one overnight. So, let's keep it reasonable, shall we? Maybe, 6 pieces of firewood. Call it good enough. I shall endeavor to carry the firewood for now, but I shall hand it off if things get crazy. Do you understand? Okay. Alright. Now, I am going to set this. Let's do this. We are going to untether Folly in case things get crazy. However, we are going to lock down the cart. Alright, I think we are ready. First things first, let's dispatch this bear. I don't want it molesting our horse.
Is our blessing.
Alright, shall we? Let's go. We have much to do. Much to do. Resolved. I would say, of all the Dwemer ruins I have encountered here in Skyrim, the name of this one is slightly less incomprehensible than the others. Which is nice, if I'm being honest. Which I am wont to do sometimes. Most people don't like it when Marl is honest, because it's brutal, you see. Let's see, that does not seem like ruin proper. Here we go. What in the God's name is that horrible smell? Do you smell it? What is that? It smells like death.
Maybe we should ready our weapons, just in case.
Are you getting nervous? Very well. Here it is right here. Oh, God. He's been dead at least 2 days. No indication what killed him. All right, let's be ready. There are Synod mages in here. I have no idea how welcome they are going to be to our presence.
Crystal. Gone.
Crystal? What are you talking about? What is this crystal?
Inoculary.
Harry Croat. Oculary. Crystal. A research log. Really? Attendant Gravos, the Council has become aware of the lack of progress in your group's efforts. They are particularly displeased to learn that your specifications for the focusing crystal were completely incorrect. The entire Binders Conclave has worked tirelessly, and the Council is quite sure this new crystal will suit your needs. You are herewith entrusted with delivering the crystal to the site, completing your work and delivering a full report to the Council with all possible haste. The Council entrusts you with delivery of the crystal to the Oculary personally, and there will be no further complications. First Adjunct, Orenrel. Really? Well, that's surprising. They have been at this for a very long time. They didn't just show up now. They've been doing this for a while. They actually came in, figured out what they were doing didn't work, and sent away for a new part to be delivered. Perhaps this is the delivery man. I can't tell how he was killed. Probably magic.
Oh. What happened?
And that's what I'm trying to find out, Cyril. You know, you choose to speak... Oh, that's interesting. We'll see what happens with that. Sitting on a dead man's lap. Alright. Something killed that delivery boy. But obviously the Synod mages made it in to where they needed to be. But this idea that they just arrived in Skyrim is a complete fabrication. They've been here for weeks. Watch the traps. Look at this. Another dim. Ah. Up ahead. Hang on. They will come to us, no doubt. There are more. Well done, everyone. They have soul gems, and dwarven oil is valuable. Make sure we take that. This? What is it? It's definitely not a traditional Dwemer chest. And yet I have seen one of these elsewhere. Wherever did I see that before? Do you remember? Ferrell, do you remember? Anyone? Ugh. I am quite on my own in this expedition, I fear. There are more of them.
Suffering is at an end.
I don't believe these things suffer, Mr. Inigo. Well, that's smart. I got something of a jolt. These things are quite remarkable. Just when I think I understand how they function, I find something that just completely foils my theory. There was a time when I believed they were in some way powered by soul gems, but that is clearly not the case. Ah, hang on. Oh, this looks great. Let's see what I can do. Ah, come on. There it is. There it is. No, close.
Skillfully handled.
Why, thank you, sir. I learned from a master.
You are not.
Look at this one. Has a gyro, but nothing else. No discernible power sources. That is what trips me up. All right. This was a little jog to the side. Clearly, whatever had been down here is no longer. Are we ready? Let us sally forth. Keep your eyes open for those murder holes. Quick action. Good job, everyone. I have to say, this is one of the most effective incarnations of the League of Prodigious Illumination that I have ever assembled. Hang on. Hang on. I knew it. Hang on. Something is afoot down there. Ah, there are creatures. Let us see if we can draw them down here. We have a great killing lane. Ready, archers? Are you ready? Oh, look at you. You're ready. Here it comes. Ready, archers, come. Finish it.
Expire.
You've got it on the run, Mr. Whack. Careful. All right, everyone back. Now, we must be truly careful here. You understand? That creature was obviously trying to draw us in too, right? So, draw us into what? more. What say you, Mr. Inigo? Does that bring our dead mage count to 3? No, wait, 4. Make it 4. I have to say, I am not very impressed with the preparedness of these mages. Well, they did think ahead to bring food, obviously. Right, hold up. Same routine. Yes, look at that. The Lorcan particles rush to protect the host. They know there is a threat. There it is. It is a Chaurus. Oh, I've magnetized it. Poor bastard. And he triggered a trap as well. Archers, please. Well done, everyone. Well done. Okay, hang on. Look at the size of this thing. What a truly frightening beast. In this trap, this could have easily killed us all right here. Look at that. Mind yourself. Ouch. I know. Mind yourself, I said. Shit. There is another threat. Very good, everyone. Are we okay? Get out of there.
Damn it.
I know, it's hard on the ankles. That is why one needs suitable boots for adventuring. I've heard it postulated that encounters in areas like that, the architecture, as it were, would indicate that there was a collapse of some kind. I don't believe that's the case. I believe the Dwemer were very shrewd in when they decided to dig, tunnel, and build elaborate support structures like this, and when they just conformed to the natural inclinations of the caves in which they dwelt.
Survival is not.
Damn it. That hurt my knuckles. Look at this. Cyril, you care to try your hand at this? What say you? Huh?
I'm right behind you.
All right. How about this?
All right, what is it?
Have you ever fiddled with these Dwemer locks before?
Can't do that.
No?
Sorry.
All right, leave it to the old man. Nuts. Hang on. Hang on, I'm almost there. Yes! I can feel it. Let's take those ingots. Nothing. Empty. They are completely empty. That's unfortunate. So much for looting, Mr. Whack. Ah, some ancient Dwemer coinage. This ought to be worth something, don't you think? Alright. I have to point out I can't get over the amount of pottery I'm seeing here. It makes one wonder if this was some kind of, mausoleum. Many urns. Not bad, eh?
What for metal monsters? Let's get this over.
Ah, the spheres are considerably more difficult to destroy. All right, everyone. On your guard as normal. I don't see any traps. Just shed some light. Ah. I'm on the right track. Very good. Ah, excellent. Look at this. Some oil. I find it interesting to consider. The Dwemer were a people who did everything for a reason. And yet I look at a dead-end place like this and can't for the life of me figure out what purpose it would have served.
These places are full of tricks.
That is absolutely true. Good observation, Mr. Inigo. So, what do you suppose this was? If I were to venture a guess, I would say that this room probably had a double usage, right? On the one hand, it serves as a large meeting space for playing games, having large meetings, etc. However, when you consider the construction here, look at all the pipes going into it. Imagine you had an overflow of fuel or steaming water. You would need a place for that to collect so that it wouldn't flood the living spaces. I think something like this could act as a reservoir in certain instances.
You shouldn't be doing that.
I see it. It is coming. That's right. They're messing with a Telvanni mage. That's right. Ah, hang on. There are traps here, friends. Careful. Oh, shit. Falmer. Shield of Rebuking. All right, let us continue. Now, I'm always keeping my eyes open for any possibility of a site where we can set up a temporary camp. You all should keep your eyes peeled as well. Fair warning, everyone. When I encounter these creatures, I'm inclined to slice off their ears. If you must, look away. I believe the Synod mages are going to get a real taste of how dangerous Skyrim can be. It is obvious the fools came completely unprepared. Volma. Good finishing shot. Right in the base of the skull. Shit, here's another one. That is 5. 5 Synod mages dead. They really indeed were foolish. All right, we are clear. Just making sure we're not getting flanked in any way. That would be horrible. What say you? Should we try to draw them out? Let's see what's up here.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Oh, don't tell me what to do. You finally speak up? And it's to tell me what to do? Come. I gave it a jolt, but it's still up. Finish it off.
They are no longer a problem.
Well done. Alright. Make sure you check these corners. Dem Falmer can hide anywhere. And they are quiet. The last thing I need is to get stabbed in the back. However, one would like to think I'd smell them coming before they actually arrive. Well done. He got much closer than I would have liked. Ah! Finish it, please. Oh, that hurt. Right in the arm. That is somewhat better. Alright, let's close this off on our flank while we inspect the rest of this place. These Falmer do enjoy their poisons. Well, this one looks tough, but let me give it a try. Ah, hang on. I think I got lucky from the start. Close. Very close. Damn. Damn. There it is. Nice. Took long enough. Again. Another strange room with no apparent purpose. All right. Onward. Are we ready? Now, this, in fact, is an intrusion by Falmer. This is not Dwemer. Obviously.
You would scare the dead. Oh, that one fell funny.
Never ceases to amaze me the kind of thing the Falmer will collect. One went down hard. His primitive armor does give him some modicum of protection. This one has a pickaxe. Interesting. Efficient. Another one. Beware.
Let me give you some room.
Thank you. I do require some room now and again. I do like to gesticulate when I cast spells, I'm sorry. I can be somewhat flamboyant. That's fine. That is my style. Hey, look at this. Well done. 2 shots to the neck. All right. Come. Ever deeper we go. Oh, careful. Look at that trap. Falmer traps are insidious.
Mr. Dragonfly hopes his jar does not get smashed down here.
I would agree. That would be oh so tragic. Another mage. Oh, he's still twitching. That brings us to 6 dead mages. I would rather hope that my skull doesn't get smashed down here. And 7. Make it 7. All right, good man, give me some room. We've talked about this, have we not? Something is up here. Hang on, hang on. Right in the eyes. Can you finish that, please? God. Oh, that hurts. That's corrosive. All right, hang on. There is something worth excavating here. I want to make sure our backs are covered, as it were. And they are not. Well done.
Nobody.
That's right. Do you think the Falmer mourn? I expect they do. In their own way, I suppose, eh? Anywhere where you have a collection of sentient beings, you develop a culture of some sort. It can't be helped. I'm quite sure these Falmer have more of an extensive culture than we all realize. Look at these. Interesting. Let's take them. Alright, this is what I'm interested in. Look it. Fascinating. Let's take a sample.
This is not the kind of place you want to get comfortable in, my friend.
Well, this is the sort of place, thank you, Saddle, I appreciate that, where we're going to have to get comfortable, sir. There is no choice. If you wish to do the hard work, one must get used to the risk. Now, there's a very big difference between getting used to the risk and hubris. Hubris we will not engage in. We will always be aware of the risk. All right. Nuts. Come on. There it is. Wait. Close. If I've marked my place correctly, this should be it. No. Not quite. I wonder if I went too far. There it is. Well, my friend, what have you got here? Ah, interesting. Huh. The theory of lunar Lorcan. In short, the moons were and are the two halves of Lorcan's flesh divinity. Like the rest of the gods, Lorcan was a planet that participated in the Great Construction, except where the Eight lent portions of their heavenly bodies to create the mortal planet. Lorcan's was cracked asunder, and his divine spark fell to Nirn as a shooting star to impregnate it with the measure of its existence, and a reasonable amount of selfishness. Matha and Secunda, therefore, are the personifications of the dichotomy, the cloven duality, according to Artaeum, that Lorcan legends often rail against. Ideas of the anima animus, good evil, being and nothingness, the poetry of the body, throat, and the moon silence as the abortive and so on, set in the night sky as Lorcan's consistent reminder that his mortal issue of their duty. Followers of this theory hold that all other heart stories are mythical degradations of the true origin of the moons, and it needn't be said that they observe the hollow crescent theory as well. Fascinating. I do find it fascinating, those instances where the mythical aligns with the scientific. I shall have to study that text further, but we are out of time. So, what have we got here? Nothing. A collapse. Who's to say where this once led? Perhaps the Falmer have created a tunnel to get around this blockage. Do you hear it? Yes, it is here. Haha, you missed. Finish it off. Do be careful, Mr. Whack.
Your brainless existence is at an end.
Quite true. Quite true. Oh, that is... It is empty and yet locked? Is that what we're saying? How do you suppose this giant chorus got locked in this room? That seems interesting, does it not? That would imply it was done on purpose by the Falmer. What would be the reasoning for that? Hang on. Hang on.
Death before dishonor.
Come and get it. Aye. Archers. Mr. Whack! Language, please! How many times must I say it? Good grief. He's cuffing a blue streak. Or a purple streak, I guess, in this case. That is quite the treasure trove of dwarven metal here. And look at this. I think this is another emergency reservoir type situation. Overflow, if you will. Obviously, look at the size of the boilers here. Good grief. It's incredible. Hello, my dear. Good of you to die. Look at that. All right, Mr. Whack. It's time for us to distribute some gear. What's there, huh? Yep, indeed.
Yes.
Yes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn over to you at this time, as I said earlier, the firewood. Okay? I tell you what, in exchange for carrying that firewood, Inigo, if you wouldn't mind, I am trying to conduct a critical transaction with my little purple friend here. Let's see. How about I give you something shiny? Yes. Some fragments of Dwemer shit. I'm sorry, shinies. Not shit. I meant to say shinies. This is rather unimaginative. Hang on. Ready? Dispatch it. Daryl.
Hey, be careful.
You stepped into my barrage, madam, not Not the reverse. Listen. When you look in my hand and you see it glowing purple like this, and making that crackling noise, that means do not step in front of me. Well, look at this. Now, what makes these boilers special that they should get their own room, do you suppose? Look at that. All right, let's continue. Be careful here. This looks like an ideal ambush spot. Another one. All right. That is 7 dead mages.
You shouldn't be doing that.
Would you come off it?
Hey, you broke a nail. I am afraid I am not ticklish.
All right, he is down. He's electrocuted. Hit him now. Excellent.
Death suits you.
This place really has no end. All right. Hang on.
Here we go again.
One for you. I shall make sure we don't get flanked. Hang on. It is not over. Mr. Inigo, there's an archer. Therill, if you wouldn't mind. Woman, careful. Ow. Ow, are you okay? Good grief. Ah. Oh, it's gone. Must have been an illusory arrow, eh? Come on. Ah, woodchuck. Do you see that? Whenever he says woodchuck, that is his battle cry. He says woodchuck, punch to the solar plexus, and the bow goes skyward. I love it. There is no underestimating the power of a Reekling who is enraged. Yes, Mr. Wack? Would you say? All right, my friends. I think this is a suitable place for a base camp. All right? It's large and it's open. However, let's find a defensible spot. Not good to be right in the middle where we can get surrounded. Right? Better to set up in a spot where we have some coverage, if you will. This could perhaps work. Or down here, more likely. Let's try this. Clear out a spot. I have some more crap for you, Mr. Whack. Look at this. God. We're coming back to that in a moment. All right, Mr. Whack, it's time for us to set up camp. Yes, absolutely. Let me take that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. All of that. Theo. And some firewood. What else do you have? The cooking pot. I suppose I can take that as well. All right. Let's see what we can do with this space here. Everyone, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. How about that? Let's place it here.
I feel like this ruin is eating us.
Really? Why is that? You seem quite fine. Perhaps you could busy yourself searching these bodies. What do you say? Seems like a good spot, maybe.
My legs are tired too, but we should continue on our way.
All right, everyone. Behold the power of dwarven oil. Yes. There you go, right there.
Wouldn't you rather relax in a nice inn? Come on, let us go.
Oh, stuff it. We have much work to do here. Make yourself comfortable. It's not going away. All right. All right. If it'll make you feel better, we'll make sure there's plenty of light. All right, Mr. Whack, I am going to need some more items from you. Yes, of course. I shall take these leather strips off your hands. However, I shall need you to take some things as well. Take those and those. I'm going to see about the possibility of disenchanting some of these items I have. Take that. That. Plenty of shiny things here, Mr. Whack. Plenty of shiny things. Okay? Are you growing tired? All right. Now, here's what we're going to do.
I've got your back.
Settle. You mind the camp. Do as you will. Bone meal. That is unfortunate. I do not have any of that. Let's see. Indeed. Okay. So, I'm gonna have you carry these things then. That should do. And this.
Speak to me. I will bear your burdens gladly.
Well, that's a nice change. So, what have you got? This great sword. How about this? Does this make you feel better? Huh? What say you, huh? That is a present for you.
Enjoyable. I like adventuring with you very much.
All right.
What do you... Eat, my friend. Need something?
Hello, Mildred. How are you? Come along. Let us explore these side passages to make sure everything is secure. Ah. Tret. Now I'm on the scent here. And it is.
Impressive.
Ah, nothing much here. Mr. Whack, using a sword. That is something new. Look at this. This is magnificent. Do you know what this is, Mr. Inigo? Mr. Whack, do you know? It is very fine and well-appointed surgical theater. Can you imagine the lectures that could happen here? The experiments that went on. Oh, God. If only. Quite fascinating. The lecturer would stand up here and do his thing, right? Everyone could observe and learn at the same time. This is exactly the kind of facility the League needs, don't you think? What if I could build such a thing? Never mind. We have pressing business. All right, Mildred. Let's have a look. You are supplementing our party while Feral watches our gear. Dead Fulmer this deep? Ah! Let me put some electrical charge into this thing. That should help. Careful, it's going to collapse. Hang on, you're going to get crushed. Look at that. All right. A scroll. A key. A lone card. The Ace of Demons. I may be coming very close to a complete set of these strange cards. Alright, this is a dead end, which is good news for us, gentlemen. It means that our place here is secured with the exception of that one door. That has to be the direction the Synod went. Alright, up we go. Very good. All right. Hello, Cyril. Any problems? None for us. Just a centurion. Good grief.
Good afternoon.
Is it afternoon? How long have we been down here? It's impossible to tell, isn't it?
Yes?
I think Mr. Inigo is feeling better since I gave him a new sword. All right, get some rest, everyone. We've got much to do in the morning. I wonder how the Senate got their information. That's the real question, isn't it? Not that they're here, but how they got here. Mirabelle slipped up. At first she said they were searching for artifacts. Then she said specifically they were looking for the Staff of Magnus. I had to talk to an augur to find out about the Staff of Magnus, so how did they? Something is amiss. They have a source of information that I do not, that none of us do. If one has to go to the spirit of a dead mage to find the location of a relic, something is amiss when they just walk in with foreknowledge of its location. Makes no sense. The Synod cannot be trusted, clearly, and they don't belong in Skyrim either. Skyrim falls under the authority of the Mage College. I shall have to get to the bottom of this. It is absolute madness that we allowed them to come here. We should not. We should have accompanied them. Something should have been done, but it was not. I will tell you one thing. If Model were in charge of the Mage College, things would be run very differently. Absolutely. All right, everyone up. Rise and shine, as it were. Hello, Cyril. Are you ready?
What do you need?
Did you get any sleep at all?
Lead the way.
Well, hopefully everyone did. Let us take a moment, have a bite to eat. Ah, that is so delicious. See, now aren't you glad we set up a camp here, Mr. Inigo? We've gotten a little rest. Don't you feel better? Plus you have your shiny new sword I gave you. Yes, of course. Now you feel great. All right. Ah, look at this. I could have made eggs for breakfast. All right, let's continue, shall we? Buck up, friends. I have a feeling that the end is near. I mean, the end of the Dwemer ruin. Not a metaphorical cutthroat type end, you see. All right. It is quite easy after a while to become desensitized to the magnitude and magnificence of the architecture.
Gavros, is that you? I'd almost given up hope. Let me get the door.
Yes, it's Gavros.
What the? What are you doing here? What have you done with Gavros?
The question is, what are you doing here, Synod Mage? Your friend is dead.
It was the Falmer, wasn't it? Curse them! They've ruined everything. If Gavros is gone, there is no hope. He was supposed to return with the crystal. Without that, all our efforts are wasted. And you, if you're here for treasure or wisdom or anything, I'm afraid you've wasted your time.
I shall be the judge of that or not. What's this business about a crystal?
It didn't work the first time. I tried to tell Gavros, but he wouldn't listen. No, it won't be too cold, he said. Well, I was right, wasn't I? Focused completely wrong by the time we got here. The cold had warped it. Gavros had to cart it all the way back to Cyrodiil. Left the rest of us here to fend off the damnable Falmer.
All right. So, what's the crystal for?
It was a brilliant idea, really. Mostly mine, though Gavros took the credit.
Of course, mostly yours.
Secret, though. Official Synod business. Can't talk about it.
Official Synod business here in Skyrim, eh? There is no such thing. What are you doing here?
I am on official business of the Grand Council of the Synod. That's all you need to know.
Oh, I need to know far more than that.
You, running around by yourself in this dangerous place.
By myself? Do you not see the contingent behind me? We've obviously come very prepared. You lost 7 mages. You're pathetic. I'm looking for the staff. That's all I care about.
Are you? Well, I'm afraid I can't help you with that. I need the crystal to do anything useful, and I don't have it.
Really? Well, I happen to have found a focusing crystal. Can you imagine that? Perhaps it's the one you're looking for.
You found... How in the world? That's it? That's it! I don't know who you are, but you may have just saved this little project. In fact, who are you anyway?
I'm with the College of Winterhold. And we have a rightful claim on this province. Not the Synod.
You are you? Savos wouldn't even grant us an audience when we came to you, but now you come here expecting something from me? I don't much like this, I'll tell you. But you saved my skin, so maybe I can overlook the past for now.
Oh, that's big of you.
Come on, I'll explain on the way. No matter what Gavros said, this was my idea first. The Council is going to know that when I get back. I was the one who thought of using this oculory. I don't know what the dwarves called it. Something unpronounceable, I'm sure. From all our research, it seems they were intent on discerning the nature of the divine. This machinery, all of it, was designed to collect starlight, and then, I'm not sure, split it somehow? It was my idea to replace one of the key elements of our focusing crystal. Months of enchantments went into it. Let's just hope they got it right this time.
His theories are childish at best. I have the good fortune of having seen an apparatus like this before, so perhaps I will be able to figure out how it works.
Here it is. Magnificent, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
An incredible amount of work to get it running again. Now I'm hoping it'll all be worth it. Place the crystal in the central apparatus, and we can start the process for focusing it.
Indeed. All right. Let's see. Looks like it fits right in here. There we go. Well, your design worked, I'll have to hand it to you. It's a start, anyway.
You want something from me?
Yes, I want you to drop dead. How about that? Alright, let's see. Alright, gentlemen. Let's put our heads together here, shall we?
Excuse me, my friend.
Yes, center ring. Lower ring. And upper. So, as you can observe, the trajectory of the light right now in its current configuration is not going to help anyone. So, perhaps we can make adjustments. I will say, the man isn't a complete idiot. Alright, let's set ourselves up, shall we? So, flames in the right, frost in the left. So if I'm to understand this correctly, your theory is
Yes?
that through heat and cold we shall adjust the trajectory of the beams by what? Expansion and contraction of the metal. Okay. I'll bite. Alright. Contract. Now, all we really need is we need one beam on each of the 3 rings. If we can achieve that, then we will be on our way to success. Come, observe, there's 1, the bottom, the top, and the middle. Now it is just a matter of adjusting the rings, as it were.
This place smells troublesome. It may be a good idea to ready our weapons.
What you are smelling is an unwashed, thinned mage. Hello, Mr. Whack. Good to see you, as always. Alright. So, the one thing we don't want to do is mess up the top ring. Right? Was that this one? Yes. See, it is closed, indicating activation. Alright, so, let's go to the middle. Where are we going here? There it is, right there. One more time and we should have it. Look at that. There's 2 of 3. Mind your head. Here it comes. Look at this magnificent apparatus. Gods. Can you imagine the telescope these people could have built? It boggles the mind to consider, doesn't it? And there it is.
Years of work, finally going to pay off. What's this? These results, they're not at all what they should be.
Oh, really?
This projection should be lit up like the night sky. Something is creating an incredible amount of interference.
I wonder what that could be.
Something in Winterhold, it looks like. What are you playing at? Is this some attempt to stall my work?
Oh yes, the entire Mage College is conspiring against you in secret. So it's a map. Ah, look at that.
So what is it? What have you done?
I think you should calm yourself down.
Are you here to make sure your plan worked? That our efforts have been for nothing? Well, explain yourself. You and your college have ruined years of my work. I've lost colleagues and friends to the Falmer, and you want me to calm down? How did you do it?
Whatever are you talking about? I have no idea.
Either you're lying to me, or you have something at your college, don't you? Something immensely powerful, beyond anything I've anticipated. What is it?
What would that be?
Careful, my friend. There are many cleverly designed ways to die here.
Are you talking to me or him? Yes, we might have something.
Well, now, this I hadn't considered. If that's taken into account, these results make more sense.
Really? What are you talking about?
You're looking for something, yes? The Staff of Magnus. Well, even if you are trying to ruin my work, there's still something to be learned here. I can't explain the details. That would be giving away many secrets the Synod have learned over the years.
I think you should
I
start
doubt you'd be
talking.
able to comprehend the details. Have you seen the orrery in the Imperial City? It was the inspiration for this idea. Instead of projecting the sky, we project all of Tamriel, and then harness the latent energies to overlay the positions of... What's important is that all of this work was designed to reveal to us sources of great magical power. Purely to help safeguard the Empire, of course.
Oh, of course.
And yet, in the end, only 2 locations have been revealed to us. One is your college. The other, well, that can only be labyrinthian. So, mage from Winterhold, Despite your intentions, I've beaten your little game. Even if all you've said here is lies, I know you have something in Winterhold the Synod Council will be very interested in. So fine. Trudge off to Labyrinthian in search of your staff. I shall return to Cyrodiil and deliver my full report to the Council. This is not over, I assure you.
I think you've been down here too long. You're absolutely insane.
Am I? Am I? I think I've discovered more here than I could have hoped to. Your trickery won't confuse me.
Is that a fact? Okay.
I think we're done here.
Yes, you go on your way. Have a good day. Let him pass, Cyril. It's okay. You'll be fine. Won't you?
You got what you came for.
To help you, sir. Some sooner than others.
Did you actually think we'd let you come into Skyrim and abscond with whatever you want? I fucking think not. Ah, Feral, your arrow. What are you doing, Feral? Well, I thank you all for your service today. I assure you, as much as this may feel to you like a killing in cold blood, it is not. It is business. That is all it is. I would expect no less from the Synod were I to walk into Cyrodiil unannounced and start leaving with valuable items. Anyway, I suspect this entire ruin should smell pretty rank of rotting Synod mage within a few days. Best we get out now, but we must go back and break up our camp first. Let's go through these things. See if there's anything worth keeping. What's this? One gold. Making that crystal must have cost them a fortune. Does my heart good to think of the Synod spending their well-earned money only to come up short in the end. Anything good in there, Thedel? Oh, I see you're eating their food already. I understand. I shall take some myself. All right, well. Oh, look, they have bread. Well, it's not very fresh anymore. All right, off we go. All right, friends. We have accomplished much here. Now I think it is time for us to go back. At this point, we shall go back to the Mage College. I will talk to Savos about this. Let him know of the outcomes and figure out our next steps. If this idiot Synod mage is correct and Labyrinthian is our next destination, we know exactly where that is. We've been there several times. It should not be an issue. However, it is another expedition we'll have to prepare for. So, let us away. We are engaged in a cold and ruthless political and, I guess, martial endeavor here. We may not pull any punches, we may not take any half steps if we want to save people. Shit.
You have done well thus far, but trying times are ahead. It is imperative that you return to your college at once. You will be called on to take swift action, rise to the challenge, and discover what you are capable of. You are on the right path, and you will prevail.
Is that a fact? God. This is bloody awful out here. Alright, everyone be careful. Mind your step. This does not look like a promising exit. Ah, these pipes are warm. Ah, down this way. There is a rooftop. Maybe we can gain access. This way. Yes. Ah, shit. Alright. Careful. Up this way, yeah. Ah. Whoa. Oh. That's a significant drop. Ah. Very good. Yes. There was a time when I couldn't have made that jump. And look at you. Ah, I don't believe I have this card. Are you all coming or not? There we go. And yeah. Ah, this way. Seems. Yes, there we go. Well. Well, look at that. They're all scared. Can't keep up with the old man, eh? Wow, Mr. Whack can. Mr. Whack wins the race. Where's Cyril? I thought she was the real athletic one here. Come. There is this interesting outbuilding I would like to inspect before we trudge out of here. Woodchuck. Where? Where is the woodchuck, Mr. Whack?
Spider.
Spiders? Shit. Hang on. Mr. Whack, where is the woodchuck? Why are you running away? Shit! What is this poison? I must counteract it. Gods, I feel horrible. Oh. Hang on. Hang on. Oh. I think we should leave this alone.
I'll kill you if I have to.
There is something not right with these spiders.
Heal yourself, my friend. You are hurt.
Yes, I know it. I'm trying. Hang on. There is a relic here. See if we can get our hands on it.
You won't get the best of me.
Oh, it's happening again. Whatever is coming from that hole.
Heal yourself.
We must stay away from it.
You can, my friend. You are badly injured.
Okay, back it up. Come, everyone. We are not equipped to deal with whatever this is. I don't know what that was. But did you see it? There was a glowing blue relic in there. Something important. Let us mark this on our maps. We are coming back, and next time we'll come back equipped with the right things. Whatever that poisoning agent was radiating off the creatures in the air. It was not dependent on a bite or a spit. It was something radiating from them, something carried in the very air itself. It is fascinating and scary all at once, especially considering the small, diminutive size of the spider. Can you imagine how many of them might be located inside that hole, that cave? It boggles the mind. Ah, look at you. The adventure wagon is back. We have returned. All right, let's offload this crap. Very good. That will have to do for now. Hello, Folly. How are you? Ah, you look gorgeous. Yes, look at you. Hi. Hello. Yes. Were you lonesome? Were you lonesome? How about an apple? Ah, that's nice. Good horse. Yes. All right, everyone on board. Let's get going. Back to the Institute. All right. Off we go. Off we go. Carefully now. What? Mind the rocks now. Gods. Settle, would you mind? things seem to go a little bit more smoothly when you're mounted here. Folly. Folly doesn't always mind me exactly. He needs a steady hand. I'm quite distractible. Alright, so all of that has informed us on the location, the alleged location of the staff. But that is it. That was an extensive expedition for a small bit of intelligence, although I have to say, if his magical map was true, our next steps should be obvious. If it were up to me, we would go straight to Labyrinthian and we would just do this. But I feel obligated to report back to Savos. Listen, the fact of the matter is, if I'm going to unseat the man, if I'm going to take over control of the Mage College, I need to be seen to be following the rules, yes? I can't simply go rogue. Not yet. Alright, careful. God. Oh, God. Oh, God. That hurt. Slow and steady, Cyril. Slow and steady. Thank you, everyone, for a wonderful stream. I will see you again on Tuesday night.